what are the goals that digital campaigns or digital activities have. So the first goal is to generate leads and sales, which is from a short-term perspective. So you can actually say that I want to generate X number of leads in next 3 months, 4 months. It's absolutely possible. Even if your website is not ready, you can actually make a small landing page and start generating leads from the landing pages as well. So that's like short term. The second activity that people do is generating organic pull, that you are creating a website or you're doing some activities because of which the people are getting pulled to you. So that will cut down your cost of acquisition, cost of reach, because people are coming to you. And I'll give you examples of this. Okay. The third one is basically brand recall. You're using digital to reach out to people, multiple frequency, multiple messaging, and trying to build the brand so that later on when they will make a decision, this brand can come on the top and then they can remember your name, and then they can take a decision in favor of you, or at least you'll be there in the top 5 top of mind recall for that. So that's like 3. And then the fourth one is hygiene. Whether you do digital or not do digital, but hygiene is supposed to be maintained. Like you need to have a social media page, you need to address their queries on social media page, you need to make sure your websites are running. All of those hygiene aspects has to be maintained. And sometimes we are not able to differentiate between hygiene and investment. So example is when you invest into social media, so is social media an hygiene for you, or is social media an investment for you? If social media is an investment, what is it giving you? Is it giving you leads? Is it giving you organic growth, or is it giving you brand recall? So think very carefully. If none of these 3 goals are being met, so probably you're doing social media for hygiene. So instead of posting 1 post a day, you can post 1 post in 3 days. Even if there are less number of engagement, it is still fine because you're doing that for an hygiene. Okay, so there, what is the hygiene of taking a bath every day? I mean, what is the ROI of taking a bath every day? It is not a return that immediate day, but this maintains the hygiene of the body. Similarly, there are various things on digital which maintains the hygiene of digital. And then you can invest on other things which are assets, ad hoc events, etc., which might give you a different level of returns. Now the top 3: sales, short term; organic pull, mid-term, long-term; brand recall in a mid-term and long-term perspective. And probably brand, I'll put it more towards the long-term, because brand short-term, I can do a niche branding. So that is something that I can do. Is like when you look at these kind of goals in sales, if my goal is sales and leads, which will be the case with all the SMEs who are doing it, because they will invest less into organic as well as brand building. So there you will always look at CAC and LTV. As long as that is justified, you can continue your advertisement, you can do your existing strength like SEO, short-term SEO, and all of those things can be done, which can be tracked on a monthly basis. So that is one area. Let me give you some examples of organic pull. So SEO is done as an organic pull. If you add a lot of content, if you get into the ranking of Google, and then from the ranking of Google, you are when people are searching, you are getting discovered automatically or by without any kind of a paid advertisement, and you are generating a lot of traffic to you. So that is where your organic pull is there. So you are going to invest. Let me give you an example of an organic pull which is not SEO. You must have seen the Coke Studio by MTV. This used to run on MTV for many years. I don't know whether it still runs. Probably it still runs. Is they do these kind of videos, and those videos are like unplugged kind of videos which comes up on MTV, and then they upload into YouTube. Now this is so value adding to people, and people keep going back there, people keep listening to it. Now just imagine the kind of reach it has on YouTube. So let me see, the reach that they have is like 753 million times this has been viewed. Okay, so what is the investment that they have done? Is they have done a TV show, which is where they created these kind of videos, and now those videos are uploaded into YouTube, and you can keep watching every month here, and you can see the views are going in multiple millions. And what are they spending to get this extra 1 million view or a 10 million view or a 20 million view? Nothing, because it is pulling organically. So you can create utilities, you can create something value added which can actually give you dividends. So many a times when we look at organic pull, we look at SEO only, and many companies, SEO may not be the right organic pull because your audience may not be searching on Google. Like say for example, for Coca-Cola, people are not going to go to Google and search for Coca-Cola, but you can still build an organic pull by creating assets like this, which are pulling people to you either for entertainment or for utility. So these are, because on digital, people only consume two things on a regular basis: information and entertainment. So either you become a puller for entertainment or you become a puller for information, and that will give you a long dividend. Okay, so rethink your campaigns, invest into entertainment pullers and invest into organic pullers which are information oriented or utility oriented. And if you have a very good research based buying, then you should invest into SEO. If you do not have a lot of research based buying, then probably investing into SEO may not give you that kind of a return. Okay, so that you need to look at what is your goal from short term, mid term, large term perspective. Again, when you're doing investment for brand recall, what do you want to achieve? You want to reach, you want to engage, you want to connect. Because if I keep reaching to people but they don't engage, they will not remember. So remember is very important.